Post-it notes and Google Sheets are no longer efficient ways to track prospective clients looking for your counseling services. For many practices, client leads too easily fall through the cracks. There's very little transparency in the intake process, and it's difficult to track essential marketing data for practice owners to make informed decisions on where to place their precious marketing dollars. I'm Brent Stutzman with TheraSaaS, and in this video, I'm going to show you 3 ways practice owners can leverage a CRM like TheraSaaS to supercharge their sales process, close client leads faster, and track ROI on your marketing efforts. Let's jump in. The first way a practice owner can leverage a CRM is what I consider really this level 1. Level 1 is all about moving away from Google Sheets and Post-it notes and organizing client leads or prospective clients into a CRM. So you basically take all the questions you or your intake coordinator asks on the phone to qualify a client lead, and you transfer those questions onto a form that you build inside of TheraSaaS or your CRM, and you embed it on your website. Or if you're a phone-based practice where you like to receive client leads through a phone system, so your intake coordinator can just open up a form inside of your CRM, and they can type out that information on the form. And when they hit the submit button, that information then is transferred into the CRM. So whether it's internally you're using the form or you have it on your website, when that submit button is hit, that information from the client lead is transferred into the CRM, and it's beautifully displayed on the visual pipeline that we have inside TheraSaaS. And a lot of CRMs have something like this too. From there, you can track the client lead through the various stages of your intake process. And in that visual pipeline, you can organize that however you want. And you can track that client lead until they are transferred into your EHR as a paying client, and you can hand them off to your clinician or your provider, or they don't become a client and you just take them out of the CRM. With level 1 usage of a CRM, you're still using your own email service like Gmail or Hushmail. No communication tools are integrated into your CRM at this time. You're just simply moving client lead information from Post-it notes and Google Sheets into a CRM, so you can track them every step of the way and client leads are not falling through the cracks. So the next level of using a CRM is all about centralizing communication with client leads into the CRM, not current clients, but client leads. So you are, in level 1, you are tracking client leads. And in level 2, you are now integrating your communications and adding some automations into that process of tracking, qualifying, and closing prospective clients. What this means is that you have a dedicated email channel and a phone number just for your CRM, and those are integrated into your CRM. And there's a few reasons why practice owners may want to consider this. The first one is simplicity. With a CRM like TheraSaaS, you can track the entire conversation with client leads. So all the emails, phone calls, and text messages with a particular client lead are placed and centralized in a unified inbox. This allows you to keep all communications centralized with a contact instead of having to jump to different platforms. With the unified inbox, you can quickly call, text, or email clients, as well as see the complete history of that conversation in one location. Some TheraSaaS subscribers just use email. Other subscribers will do just the phone and text, but it's powerful when you can use all 3 together. And with TheraSaaS, we have HIPAA-compliant email and text messaging. A CRM will not replace something like Gmail for your internal communications, but it will centralize the conversations with prospective clients until that client becomes a paying client and you hand them off to your clinician or provider. The second reason why you might want to centralize communications into a CRM is transparency. Many practice owners don't have access to the phone call records, emails, and text messages that intake coordinators have with their client leads. And let's just be honest, practice owners are just usually too busy to dig deep into all that information on where all those conversations are located throughout different softwares and platforms. And when you don't have access to these communications, it's difficult to quickly diagnose potential problems, coach up your intake coordinator, or to have others jump in and help if the intake coordinator is sick or they leave your practice. A CRM like TheraSaaS will centralize those communications, and if you want, can record those incoming and outgoing phone calls so you can quickly assess how your intake team is performing. And if you have a team of intake coordinators, centralizing your communications gives your intake team the transparency to easily coordinate all their efforts. And here's another reason to have a CRM. Your intake coordinator may go on vacation or possibly leave your practice someday. And you know how many hours it takes for you as the practice owner to go in and find all the client information and to figure out where everyone is at in those different stages of becoming a client. It's a nightmare. A CRM will have all that information centralized, so you can sleep a little better at night knowing that information is there if your intake coordinator leaves or goes on vacation. The third reason why you would want to centralize your communication inside a CRM is to take advantage of all the automations. A lot of CRMs, like TheraSaaS, will help you automate the majority of those routine tasks and conversations with client leads. You can automate welcome emails and text messages, as well as waitlist reminders. And this is just the tip of the iceberg of what you can automate. Okay, the third way that a practice owner can leverage a CRM is what I really consider like level 3. And this is all about centralizing your sales and intake and your marketing efforts and moving them into one location. So a CRM like TheraSaaS can become your sales and marketing hub. Just like you have an EHR for your operations, you probably have QuickBooks for your finances, you need a CRM software for your sales and marketing systems. For many group practices, their intake teams rarely communicate with their marketing teams, and they are often siloed off from one another. But it's so important to have your sales and marketing teams on the same page, working together to get the best results for your practice. A CRM like TheraSaaS can be that marketing hub that brings both those teams together. For example, I think it's important to ask prospective clients, how did you hear about us? Even if they don't become a client, you want to know how they heard about your practice. You can create a simple question inside that TheraSaaS form that you put on your website. How did you hear about us? And then inside TheraSaaS, you can create what we call a smart list. So marketing teams can quickly see the answer, the response to that. How did you hear about us? They could pull up that data inside the CRM because it's going to be important for you to be able to track how did people hear about you? Was that Google? Was that a pediatrician? Was that a psychiatrist or other mental health professionals? This is crucial marketing data you need to collect and act on. Another way TheraSaaS can be that marketing hub is by leveraging our dashboard and advanced reporting. The TheraSaaS dashboard allows practice owners to see in real time how many new client leads were created in the CRM, they were converted into paying clients or not, and that data can be translated into a conversion percentage that you can track. With the dashboard, the practice owner, the intake coordinator, your marketing team, they can have instant access to how their sales and marketing efforts are going. After you look at your dashboard, you can dive even deeper into your sales and marketing metrics with advanced reporting. You can connect your Google Ads, your Facebook accounts. It just simply pulls that data from those platforms. And you can even dive into the attribution of client leads. For example, did they find you through organic search, paid search, social media, and so on? And what makes a CRM like TheraSaaS so powerful is that you're able to attach a specific client lead with a specific conversion channel. So you can see which clients, exact people, which contacts are coming from your Google business page if you have your tracking link set up, your Google ads, your Facebook ads, social media. TheraSaaS can organize all that data for you in one place for your sales and marketing teams to see. And finally, TheraSaaS has a powerful email builder, so you can use it for your newsletter, you can trigger a lead magnet with it, or you can create an email drip campaign. It has a traditional drag and drop builder like many modern email builders like MailChimp and MailerLite. We are just scratching the surface of what TheraSaaS can do to centralize your sales and marketing efforts. But you can start by just simply ditching Google Sheets and track your leads inside a CRM so that no one falls through the cracks. Then when you're ready, you can begin to centralize your communication with your client leads and create more transparency around your intake process with HIPAA-compliant email, phone calls, and text messages. Then, when you're ready to centralize your marketing efforts, you can leverage TheraSaaS's smart list, dashboards, advanced reporting, and email marketing. TheraSaaS have made intake coordinators way more productive, has significantly reduced the number of clients falling through the cracks, and has allowed practice owners to sleep better at night knowing that they have greater transparency and clear data around their sales and marketing efforts. The good news is that regardless of the TheraSaaS plan you choose, you have full access to all the features that I discussed today. If you haven't yet, schedule your demo call today to see if TheraSaaS is a good fit for your practice.